All right. We're doing another monthly recap. This time we're
Yeah.
talking about September
Great month. Perfect month.
of
Best month of all the years.
2023. Is it really?
I think so.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Why? Why come?
Because it's my birthday.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's
well,
favorite month is their birthday month. No?
No, definitely not. I do not like February.
Oh,
It's cold. It's raining.
that's fair. I really like fall too, so it's not just because of my birthday. I'm not.
You like fall?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the stand.
I mean,
Okay.
fucking
Let's talk about the movies we watch in September. In case this is
Okay.
the first one you clicked on instead of the other ones, we do this once a month to talk about the videos that were released
yeah.
the month before, not watched, released.
No.
So,
That's an important detail.
yeah. First movie we watched in September.
Talladega Nights. The something Ricky Bobby.
The Ballad of Ricky
The
Bobby?
Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Shake and Bake.
Yeah. It was, oh man, I don't even know.
That was a weird movie.
It was a weird movie. It was so silly. And like,
It was also really outside of our realm of familiarity in terms of just like
oh,
references
totally.
and
And racing?
I don't like. Yeah, I mean, like I live in Montreal now, and there's F1 here every year,
Is
and
it
I
really?
yeah, and I still don't pay attention to it because I don't really care. It's just not my thing. And NASCAR is even further away from a realm of my understanding.
Right. Yeah, I definitely don't
Yeah,
get it. I've never been to a race. I mean, I think racing is exciting, the whole
Yeah.
concept of it all.
yeah.
But I feel like if I went to a race, I'd be like, loud noises. Ow, my ears. And then I would leave.
This is how my dad described his one experience going to
Okay.
a race. And I don't know what kind he watched. I don't think he knows either. He just like somebody brought him along and just made him go. And he goes, it's hot because you sit under the sun baking for hours.
Yeah.
And if you sneeze, you miss the only thing you came for because it just
Right,
whizzes
so
right by and
fast.
that's it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my
And
God.
he goes, oh, and he said, a beer was like $30. I did not like it.
Well, that's like any sort of sports event that you go to. Like I remember going to hockey
Yeah.
games and you're going to spend a crap ton of money on the crappiest, smallest cup of beer.
And the food that guarantees diarrhea.
Yay.
Okay, but let's talk about the movie.
Yeah. It was, the characters are,
So dumb.
yeah.
They were, I mean, we talked about it at the time. They were like up there, or at least, or down there with Zoolander
And with like Dumb and Dumber.
and Dumb and Dumber.
Like it was
yeah.
really
Yeah.
like completely oblivious to everything. And
But like, unlike Dumb and Dumber and even Zoolander, Ricky Bobby became unlikable. Like he wasn't just,
oh yeah.
a simple mind, but like straight as an arrow kind of thing. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, he got his
Harry
fame
Lloyd was
and his money, and then it got to his head, and then
yeah.
I didn't
they turned
realize
into
that
an asshole.
the movie was his downfall, which I was not expecting.
Which is kind of a unique premise, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think my favorite character still is, thinking back on it, is Sacha Baron Cohen's character. The absurd
yes.
French character.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep.
And his not French speaking in the garden just just so great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Oh
That
my
was
God.
good.
And then the dad, that was pretty tragic. Like, I thought the dad was going to have, like, at the end, he's going to change his ways. But no,
Yeah,
that was
he
really
sells the
surprising.
tickets.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. After all that, he's still an asshole.
Yeah. So a lot of people, told us this was, no, sorry. This was the director's cut or uncut version, unrated or whatever that we watched.
Yeah.
A lot of people apparently like that version better than the theatrical version. But I don't know, because like I felt like there were a lot of scenes, especially that dinner scene at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely felt like just leaving in all the footage of letting the comedy actors do their thing and just riff off of each other.
Yeah.
Like I know you need to do that, but I feel like the editing is probably required because they just kept the whole thing, I feel like. And it was so long. That scene really went for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. If we learned anything from that movie, it's that friendship
is like
chicken.
Shake and bake. Oh.
I don't know. Can you shake and bake? It's shake and bake is just a package of like breading,
I don't
right?
remember.
You can
People
put it
explained it to us what it was. Somebody explained it to us what it was, and I forgot it. But what I did remember of people explaining to us what shake and bake is someone said, if you don't know what shake and bake is, you clearly don't know how to cook. And I was like, what do you mean? Isn't it a thing to help, like to assist?
Yeah.
Making cooking lazier?
I'm pretty sure it's like breading, right? It's like it's crumbly like stuff that you put on chicken. So instead of, and you have it pre-made for you.
Yeah, it's a pre-made thing.
Yeah.
So how does that mean you don't know how to cook?
Oh, that's so funny.
And also, I did work as a sous chef for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I am literally a cook. Yeah, I don't know what else there to talk about. We're already derailed in our conversation.
Agreed. Let's move on to the next movie that we watched in the month of September, which is...
Right, which is not any less crazy.
It might have been more crazy.
Yeah, but it had a statement to make. It wasn't joke for joke's sake. It actually had a point.
Yeah,
South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is definitely a circumcision joke, but...
You don't say.
There were people in the comments who didn't realize until that moment.
Really?
When we said it on camera, yeah.
Oh man, you hear uncut, you don't think anything else.
You don't think anything else when you
Nothing.
hear uncut?
I immediately go to I'm just kidding. Obviously. Are you okay over there, George?
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, this was a trip and a half.
This was new only for you. I have seen this before, I said in the video.
And
oh man,
I've never watched the TV show either. And like I knew about like a couple of like main things, like the like I'd heard people say like that.
That's your best. Yes, Carmen. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So, but it was way more artsy than I like thought it would be. Like they actually like made all those characters out of like it's cool.
And
it's
like
a cool way
when
of,
I said at the beginning that it looks so shitty, it's actually intentional.
Yeah.
They laugh at themselves about it. Yeah.
That's great.
And that song, the Blame Canada song, nominated for an Oscar.
That's amazing.
What I really, really love is so many people telling us in the comments that when they saw this in theaters, people did get up and leave with their kids, which is so funny.
Well, okay. So you think South Park, okay, imagine you're a parent who doesn't watch cartoons, right? You've grown up and grown out of that. I don't think that'll ever happen for me, but some people do that.
Yeah.
So they bring their kids to an animated movie, not knowing what South Park is all about. I feel like...
Well, no, but the movie tells you what it's rated as. In trailers, on posters.
That is true. They would say the rating. Yeah.
It's also just your job as a parent to find out what's suitable for your kids or not.
Yeah.
That's like the premise of the movie, is that you like they blame everything except I don't know. I always find that kind of complaining crazy. And like people always say I don't know. Let's like cuz I remember like D&D was once upon a time claimed to be the tool of the devil, and they were like interviews done about like how, oh, my son summoned an actual demon playing D&D, shit like that, or like Pokemon was the tool of the devil at one point.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
And people told us during Monty Python, apparently, back in the 70s, people protested against that movie.
Oh man, that's
Like the Holy Grail, right? So
That's
for Life of
crazy.
Brian, I think it was that got protested. So I don't know. I think it's always been like that.
yeah. The songs in this were super fun.
It was so good.
I really liked like the uncle one is so catchy. It's too catchy.
Yes, here. The uncle fucker.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Say what? Fuck your uncle. Or what's it? Fuck your fucking face.
There's
Uncle
Uncle
fucker.
Fucker. That's the only part I know. It's funny.
Yeah. I chuckled for like 2 days at random moments at the joke that I forgot was in this movie, and I love it so much.
Oh.
The teacher, Mr. Garrison, saying, "I don't trust anything that plays for 5 days and doesn't die."
Oh my god. That is a really good joke.
Should we
Moving on?
continue? I mean, there's not much to talk about for this one.
Yeah, moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. Spider-Man.
The other animated movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I jumped the gun. Across the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. This
That was heartfelt.
this movie was freaking great. Like yeah. Oh god, I hate how like when it's so good, I have nothing to say. Cuz I'm like I don't know. I said it when we watched it, but it's like it was so beautiful and it was so like
We went
connected to
We went from low budget paper cutout art to just like
a masterpiece.
every frame is a painting.
Yes. Oh my god.
It was
It was just so beautiful and so connected to like the emotion of the story and like yeah, just I mean, I sound like such a douchebag right now, but like the artistry of this fucking movie is just spectacular. That's
yeah.
all.
I it's the different universes that Miles goes to, or the we audience get to see,
Yes.
had like completely different color schemes.
Which is
I
so
still
cool.
love Gwen's universe the most when it
Really?
was like
Oh.
the color changing based on her mood, and like the walls bled color
Yeah.
when she was at her lowest. It was awesome.
It was really, really
It was
cool.
so good. Yeah.
The very beginning when we see like the bird guy, was he a bird?
Mhm.
Just imagining, we only got to see like little bits of it, like of him, but like just imagining that entire dimension is like, it's just so cool.
So a lot of people clarify for us in terms
Yeah. I knew this was
the-
coming. I was too excited. I was looking for stuff.
of the spider and Miguel's spider and so on and so forth. Yeah, okay. So it's we understand now, it's clear now, it's fine.
Yes, yeah.
Um
But what if it was like how I thought it was? How crazy would that would have been? I can't even talk. Oh my god.
yeah, I'm so excited to watch part 2. Hopefully
Yes.
it's coming soon. I mean, the writer strike has ended, so that's good.
Yes, it did.
But the actor one's still not yet, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know going in that it was gonna be part 1, so
No, that was crazy.
near the end I was like, you're starting another storyline? Like there's more plot?
Yeah, that's. I can't believe they did that. I mean, it's fine. It's cool. But like, how dare you? Because I was so in it, and then it just left us wanting more.
Yeah. And somebody said between this and Phantom Liberty for Cyberpunk and Starfield and so on, 2023 is just a year of open world and multiverse.
Yeah, totally. Wow.
It really is. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. What else? Oh, let's talk about the villain,
Yes,
the Dot.
the dot guy.
Yeah. Kicking himself in the ass.
There was a really great comedic moments with him.
Yeah. And then he just went so creepy.
Yes. Yeah.
near the end there when he just turned into like this crazy scribbling artwork.
Yeah.
Like his design just went so, it looked like a madman's drawing on a with like crayons. His lines were all fuzzy, and
Yeah.
for so long we weren't sure who the bad guy was gonna be, because he felt so,
It was too
like,
funny. He was too like bumbly and like whatever to be a real threat, but then no.
nope. And then he just collapsed everything and by collapsing into himself, I guess.
Oh man. These guys are so great. Okay, so the next movies that we watched in the month of September, Final Destination 4 and 5.
Yes. 4 and 5.
Yes.
Let's start with 4.
Okay.
I feel like everybody in the comments, including the creator of the franchise, agrees. It's a bit of a meh.
Yeah. Although I will say
departure.
it has one of the grossest deaths ever. That
the pool. Yeah, getting your insight, and the fact that it was based on a real
is just
story.
Yeah, horrific, completely horrific. So like, even though there was some, like just like story arc, like feel, tone, Final Destination issues in 4, they still had the, they stayed true in the unique deaths and like the deaths. So
yeah, it definitely was unique. And I can like, sorry, my nose is really itchy. I was gonna sneeze. 1 second. It's not coming.
Look at the light. Goes in tight.
Whew. Oh God, peed a little. Okay.
Please keep that in the edit.
What Craig said.
Yes. Yeah.
That made us misunderstand, and like it was in the flaws of like the CG, essentially, with the beginning with the racetrack and the screws turning.
Oh man.
Yeah, we both thought it was just Death proactively doing stuff now instead of like making it feel like natural occurrences. But turns out, it was just the CG didn't really work. It was supposed to be the cars going by.
The cars going by and vibrating the bolts loose. Yeah, totally missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's not much else to say. It was just a bunch of fun deaths, and that was it.
And then we go to 5.
Ooh, what a banger that was. That was so good.
It was so good. And like just the opening like premonition scene of the Lionsgate Bridge. It was like, it was just so
really real.
It looked so real, and it was so big, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, it was such a set piece. And like, even the characters, because like the first 2 I can recall most of the characters, like Clear, for sure, right? Because she was a very unique character, and she was, she was in 2 movies, so that also helped. But like, she had a unique persona, but this one, and I don't remember any of the 4th movie characters, like their personalities. I really don't. But this one, I remember all of them.
Yeah.
You had the funny, douchey boss.
Yeah.
You had Monica. I remember her name too. Just like the rocker chick who was just there for sex appeal. But even her, she had a personality, sort of. You had the creepy guy who tried to sleep with every woman that ever showed up, who eventually got killed by Buddha. You had the gymnast who had the most gruesome death.
Yep.
And then you had Tom Cruise, low budget Tom Cruise.
Off-brand Tom
everybody
Cruise.
told us he was actually a Tom Cruise impersonator in one of the movies. Which is so
funny. Oh my god. Yeah.
They were all like, I can remember them.
That one was so good. And the fact that the moment that they walked on the plane.
Yes.
And then cut to a scene from the first movie. I love that shit so much.
Off to the side too. Yeah.
It was so great. It was so satisfying, and like but even okay,
such a good loop around. Yeah.
but even like outside of like stitching it into the first one, I love that one of the guys like became a villain in this movie, where death was the only sort of thing. It was an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, and like apparently there were a couple of gaps where they leaked the time, but we didn't even think about it.
I didn't
except
notice
for the phone.
at all.
Yeah, even the phone, I was like, oh, he's just a guy who might have an older phone.
Yeah, it didn't cross my mind that it would.
Yeah, it helped a lot that it was 2011 when this movie was made, which I guess back then even like it wouldn't be as surprising as now for people to have an old phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was more perceptive than that. I guess not.
But between all those deaths, do you like the bigger ones or the smaller ones?
Oh.
Which one do you like more?
I think I have to go with big.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I like the lead up to the big ones too are always you get so much time wondering what it's gonna be. Like for example, like was it the second one with the pane of glass falling on that guy?
Yeah.
From the dentist.
Yeah.
So like he was in the dentist chair and there were so many things that were like, is that gonna be it? Is that gonna be it? Is that gonna be it? And same with the gymnast too. It's like we just don't know what it's gonna be. And then it's the payoff of this huge gross death. It's like,
and the biggest death of all is the log truck.
Oh my God. Jesus. It's definitely more memorable. But there's something weird going on with these movies and when we watch these movies. Because when we watched the first one, I was getting on a plane like in the next couple of days. When we watched the second one, I was going on a road trip in like the next few days. And it's always like I wasn't going to like a gymnast thing. But
a gym?
I wasn't going to watch gymnasts, but I was going on another road trip, which I don't understand how the time lines up so perfectly for like watching all these horrible things happen to like putting myself in danger because I'm putting myself in like a metal box.
When we do the sixth one, I hope it's like some weird premise like well, I mean, Craig kind of mentioned it, right? I hope it's like a weird middle-aged premise, and for some freaking reason, you just ended up going to a Renaissance fair.
I want to go to Ren Fair so bad.
Okay, next one.
This one, holy, I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Me neither.
The next film that we watched in the month of September was The Evil Dead.
Yeah, 1981.
It's unhinged. And awesome. Like
it was such a fun passion project. You can just feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel the low budget craftsmanship, but like every frame was just love from the creator.
Yeah, I agree completely.
And
it's just fun to watch. It's like it doesn't matter if like it doesn't matter how much money you put in it if your intention is like to make something that you're so stoked about. So, yeah. And you can just feel that the creativity of like, okay, well, we can't afford the thing. So what can we do to make it work instead? Yeah. Oh.
You know, and it just forces the creator to do a lot of creative frames. But having done the second one recently clarified a lot of things about the first one.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
The lower bits and like, it made things a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at our list here, that thumbnail is creeping me the fuck out. So good job, George.
You looking through.
I know, and I hate it so much. Like that image scares me, and it is me.
There were parts that were really funny, and people have told us it's fine because it's like it's intentionally
it's supposed to be campy,
Yeah. But like the shut up Linda thing is just so crazy. Even her makeup, but she just looked like a clown.
Yeah, it was like
so
clown
funny.
Makeup. But it still managed to get like to hit those notes of like being spooky. So like it was funny, but there was still some really creepy aspects. It's my brain mushing words together.
Crispy aspect.
Some really creepy aspects of like the.
I don't know if we ever get the chance to do it, but I really want to talk to Sam Raimi about these movies.
Oh man.
And one question I have for him is, did Linda look like that because they ran out of makeup budget and they were like,
No way.
We have some paint left and that's it.
No way.
Because like, what's her face that was trapped under the staircase? She has so much prosthetic and makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but and her face is half obscured by the freaking lid.
That's
you
true.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to Linda, and it was just some clown makeup, some drawn on eyelashes, and and a white robe. I do have to just how great it looked. The final effect shot of like the body bursting and decaying, and like, do you remember that? And all the bits falling out. Like you can tell it was clearly stop motion.
Yeah,
but it still looks so good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was so great.
It was gross and fun for the whole family.
Yay! Oh, I will say, yeah, so you mentioned it already. We did recently watch Evil Dead 2. And like the two of them combined made them like so enjoyable. Like I'm so glad to have watched the Evil Dead in order to like, watch the second one.
It made the first 15 minutes of Evil Dead 2 much more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, shall we continue?
Let's continue.
Okay. Shrek 2.
Shrek
2.
This was hilarious.
Yeah. Shrek and Fiona versus Jamie Lannister.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
The introduction of Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots is great.
Yep.
A lot of you guys have said we can just go straight to the Puss in Boots movies.
Yeah, so I think that's probably what I do.
Yeah, because the third one doesn't seem like people like it very much. So
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm really excited for Puss in Boots because, like, if it's any like thing from like what we saw in this movie, like so funny, like the big like I was gonna say puppy dog eyes, but that doesn't quite make sense. But like the right. Blinking like innocent kitty like
yes
shtick, and then like the hairball. Oh my god,
yeah.
it's just such like comedy gold.
Somebody did pose a very good question. A lot of people pose a lot of the same question, which is, if Donkey turned into a stallion, what did Dragon turn into? Because the potion affected
both parties.
Fiona too. Yeah.
That's a great.
So what happened to Dragon?
Okay, let's
and
think about it.
somebody responded with something that I really loved.
Go on.
Dragon turned into a Pegasus.
Oh, the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But then again, that assumes that Dragon wants to be a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. What did Dragon turn into? What do you think?
Oh, that's such a good. I don't know. Okay.
What? Dragon? I mean, like, I feel like a dragon is like the ultimate beast that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you want to be a dragon.
Yeah.
I do like the Pegasus thing. But I feel
like as awesome as a Pegasus is, I feel like a dragon to a Pegasus is a downgrade.
Agreed. Dragons are pretty darn cool.
Yeah, but then again, Shrek from ogre to human seems like a downgrade to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like being an ogre has its advantages.
Sure.
If you don't like people anyways, you might as well get some super powerful strength and durability.
Oh man, yeah. I should get a sign for my house that says my swamp or whatever. What's really funny is that I do have a swamp on my property.
Okay, well, there's nothing else to say. I mean, Shrek 2, it was great. It was fun. I like the first one more, I'll have to say that. But only by a mild margin.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same boat because
that's not the same as that's not us saying we don't like. That's
God no. But it is like the first one is just like it's our first introduction to that world, and it's like so, or to like those characters, and it's pretty magic.
Mm-hmm.
Did we talk about? Okay. Oh no, that's Lord Farquaad was in the first one.
Yes.
Okay, and it's like the evil fairy godmother in this one. Yeah.
Yes, in the second one.
Yeah, she was pretty funny. Like,
she was pretty great. Yeah.
One of the moments of hers I really really like is like she's in this like whole state and she's like freaking out, and then she has to go get drive-through like fast food. It's like, that's so relatable.
I have to order fast food.
It's really relatable.
You thought she was having an affair with the king. All right.
Moving on.
Speaking of magic.
Oh.
Keanu Reeves.
Agreed.
In John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's just... I really, really liked the fourth chapter of this one.
I did too. It was pretty long, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And sad if he did die at the end.
He can't have died.
Yeah.
He can't have died. I'm just repeating what I said after we finished watching the movie. I'm like...
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of theories in the comments about why he might be alive, what the dog looked at, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I think it's just a dog being a dog.
No way. It's intentional.
I'm going to call some comments out on this.
Go on.
And I think it's pretty funny.
Okay.
There were a non-zero amount of people who were like, I'm so sad you missed the post-credit scene or the mid-credit scene. But the irony of those statements is that our reaction to the mid-credit scene was during our mid-credits that they missed.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Oh,
that's
man.
really, really funny.
Don't skip parts of our video. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, that's too good. But yeah, I love the John Wick universe. Like all of the different rules and the stations and like the fact that there's, I don't know, I just think it's really, really cool. I love the lore of John Wick. It's really
absolutely
entertaining.
Yeah. And the Dragon's Breath shotgun is real, apparently.
That was the gun that we saw like on like the bird's eye view when he was going through the thing, right?
Yes.
Like the explode.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Super incendiary shotgun.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try it just because it's so bombastic. And apparently it's real, so yeah. I don't know.
What would you, like I think if I had that gun, I would want to shoot like a hay bale or something. Something that would, you know?
Yeah.
That would
something that would burst into flame afterwards.
lit up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would want to shoot.
This is so weird.
Well, there was this guy that I work with. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
No, you are Tim. I don't know any Tims actually. So.
I don't. Yeah, me either.
I both hope there isn't a fifth one because I like the way it ended. As tragic as it is, it's a bittersweet ending, but it was a good ending.
Yeah, I agree.
But I will never say no to more John Wick kicking ass.
No, because it's awesome. It's Keanu Reeves. It's great.
That's true. And I do really want to see the spinoff now, the ballerina one that's supposed to be coming soon.
The next thing that we watched.
Next two things. We'll lump them together.
We will lump them together.
Season 1 of Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Oh. I can't say enough good things about this show. When we were
it might be one of my favorite shows. Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. We hadn't finished the season yet, but when while we were watching it, my dad came to visit, and we went out for lunch, and all I could do was be like, have you guys watched Ted Lasso? You should probably watch Ted Lasso. Oh my god, Ted Lasso. Like I was insufferable. But then my dad's wife watched Ted Lasso and she binged all of it. Like she's watched all of it now, and I'm like, don't tell me anything, because like, but she loved it so much that she just kept going, and I'm like, I haven't but yeah, but it's just a testament to how good the show is, and I'm so excited. I've never seen a show that was so like genuine and kind.
Yes,
like,
and so authentic with its emotions
Yeah. Yeah.
and what people would feel with panic attacks, especially that one episode,
Yeah.
with how people would face relationship problems, divorce, and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. It's all
Authentic is like, yeah, such a good, that's the perfect word for it. And like I've never cried so much out of like joy.
Mhm.
Like I can't, I couldn't handle how nice people were and how forgiving people were. And it's just like, it's just so beautiful. It's like what you would want everyone in the world to be. And I guess maybe why I was crying is because it's not like that.
Yeah, so a lot of people in the comments were like, you know, this was such a bomb for the pandemic, but I feel like it goes beyond that. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like in general, just people seem to be a lot angrier than they used to be.
Yeah.
It's a lot more like 0 to 100 with everything. Like everything is just like fight me, I dare you, kind of a
Right.
tone with just conversation in everything. So I feel like this was such a good, you know, aloe vera to that kind of
I was gonna say like breath of fresh air, like that kind of.
that's yeah.
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 Oh God.
Yeah. And like, you know, I always say every time we watch Lord of the Rings together, I always say it's not enough to want to have a friend like Sam, but you should want to be like Sam
Totally.
to someone else in your life.
Yes.
And I feel like Ted Lasso, same thing. It's easy to wish that everyone else is more like Ted Lasso, but it's more important that you act like Ted Lasso.
Totally. Yes.
I think my favorite joke, it was such a quick one-off thing. What, do you know what I'm gonna say?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. It was so quick. It was just someone going like, I spoke with the owner of the Sun, and then Ted goes, you spoke to God? Okay, shall we continue?
Yeah.
Back to these two.
Yeah. I can't believe that
Stepbrothers.
we watched two movies so like closely together of
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and Jonathan C. Riley.
So, Jonathan here. Like you're his mom mad at him. So Step Brothers reference in Ted Lasso, and everybody in the Step Brothers video thought we watched it because of Ted Lasso episode referencing it. It's actually just a Patreon poll winner, but like the poll was made before we finished the show.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it would just like luck, just happenstance to be that way.
So weird.
But, I like this movie more than Ricky Bobby. I'll
Me
say
too.
that.
It was. I think it hit the right notes. It was good.
Catherine Hahn was
Oh my God.
brilliant in this.
Yes, she
She
stole the
was
show.
so slippery. I'm so sorry.
Ew, George. Oh my God.
Dude, that scene was so fucking good.
It was so inappropriate. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite thing.
We watched the unrated version, right? Like that's what, like, right?
Yeah, because it had the nutsack and everything. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Which apparently is prosthetic, but apparently Will Ferrell kept it and it's on a man.
Oh my God. Ew. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, but as a story, this one was more, cohesive. I feel like Ricky Bobby was a bit weird, and then this one was like, we get it.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, the flow definitely is a bit better for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end, it just like went off the rails too a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
I want to talk about one of my favorite physical acting in like possibly all the movies I've done so far. It's the hug at the end of how uncomfortable both men are at hugging each other.
Oh my
and it was just
God.
like slap fight, but kind of a hug, but like it's all elbowy.
Oh. Jesus. Um,
It was brilliant.
I know that we've sort of moved on, but I really can't get over the whole like dinner scene with them just doing it in front of everybody. Like I can't. My brain is like, no. It's too outrageous.
Yeah,
One thing I loved about Step Brothers is like both Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, how they just like kind of like honed in on like what kids do. And like the scene at the dinner table, not that dinner table, the other
at the
dinner
beginning
at
with
the
the
beginning.
sauce,
Yeah, it was just like they could have been like children. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was so well done, and like the way they walked
Definitely.
and like it was just so good.
As far as like adult men pretending to be teenage or kids, which is a weird category to have, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like it's up there with Jack Black in Jumanji.
Oh.
That's Bethany.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. Some wooism.
Mission Impossible 2.
Mm-hmm.
This I was so so to clarify, I got mixed up because we heard that this one was like people didn't like it, but people didn't like it in as much as others in this franchise, which was like that's the thing that I didn't realize until we talked about it at the end of the movie. Of like, I'm like, it ended, and I was like, that was awesome. What do you mean people don't like it? And then you had to like clarify.
Yeah. I mean, like, if there's more than one movie in a franchise, one of them has to be at the bottom. It doesn't mean it's bad.
Exactly. Yeah. But I was confused. Because that one was so much fun. I had such a great time watching that one.
It was really fun, and I can see why it sticks out the most compared to all the other ones. Now that we're down to like we're at like 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's it really is like one of them is not like the others because the director is not even from the same culture as the other ones.
Yeah, it was a totally different style,
different tone, different everything. It's and it's very, very of its time. Like I feel like the first Mission Impossible, yes, it was in the 90s, but it doesn't feel 90s. It was a 2000. I don't remember. No, I think it's 90s.
The first one?
But it doesn't.
I think it was. Yeah.
90s, yeah. But it doesn't feel 90s aside from just like the technology.
Okay.
But the storytelling, do you know what I mean? Like if you take the exact same plot, same dialogue, same moment, same shot, but you shoot it in a modern day camera, it would fit as a modern day film.
Yeah.
But this one, it totally has that early 2000s Hong Kong action cinema vibe to it. And I think that's why it sticks out so much. Because John Woo is not for everybody. It can feel very cheeseball.
Yeah. I can see how that some people would think that. I think John Woo is for me, honestly. I think it's
Yeah, I love his movies. I love his stuff, but I have to go in watching his movies expecting it.
That's fair. Yeah,
like,
if you didn't
you don't
know.
watch it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't watch a John Woo movie expecting, True Grit.
Yeah, totally.
Like it's not that kind of movies. He's not that kind of director.
Just looking at all the Mission Impossible movies we've watched so far, I kind of love that this one is stylized so different. Like it's just it's kind of nice. It's like
it's more unique for sure.
Yeah. And it's so awesome that like that a director can have such a like I don't know.
I think this one and the third one is the most unique so far of all the ones we watched. Like 4 and 5 blends in a little bit together. Like they had equal balance in terms of comedy and action and suspense. I'm not saying they're bad. I actually like them a lot, but they blend in together a lot more.
Yeah.
This one and the third one is the most out there so far, I feel like.
Totally. And also, okay, so the whole like party and she's like stealing stuff from a vault and they're like, oh no, they're in a bathtub on top of each other. That's so my shit. I love that shit. I was so there for that. It was so exciting. Anyway,
Speaking of sexy women being gawked at, let's go to Rush Hour 2.
Okay. Who is the sexy woman being gawked at?
What do you mean? In the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Jackie Chan of all people going, oh, yeah, baby, take it slow down.
Jesus. That was very surprising. I didn't expect that from him, so that was really
I
funny.
know. Seeing Jackie Chan do that is like it feels like hearing your very nice little aunt swear.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
totally.
That sweet little cookie making aunt that everybody has just suddenly goes, fucking fuck. It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, Rush Hour 2. Just outrageous. Everything.
It was so good. I love it. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, but I feel like everything was Carter's fault.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. He is the least useful in this one.
Yeah. But so entertaining. Like it was great.
Even the post-credit scene was good. Of like when they did the outtake for
Oh, I loved that.
her falling, or was it Ricky? I can't remember. Somebody falling off the roof, and then Carter just goes, "You ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3."
Yeah. Oh, I love bloopers so much.
Yeah, they have such good bloopers.
Yeah. You know who else has really good bloopers?
Yeah.
Friends.
God.
You guys should go. There's a compilation thing on YouTube, I'm pretty sure, where you can watch all of the Friends bloopers, and they're so good. There's one where Joey was running into the Central Perk Cafe, and he wasn't getting his mark, and so they had
then
to
we
do it.
top
And then
it
Joey
off
comes
with
running in
bacon,
again, and he looks down,
ham, and a
at his
fried
mark, and so
egg.
obviously they can't
We
use that
call
one.
it the
And
Good
then he
Morning Burger.
Finally gets it, and then Chandler or Matthew Perry jumps in the frame, so it totally ruins the one take that he got right. Bloopers are great.
Rib with a bun of sesame. We start with authentic, letter-graded meat and process the hell out of it.
George?
Oh, I fell asleep. Sorry.
You
Well,
bitch.
that was the rule going.
Anyway.
What am I gonna edit on top of that? I wonder. Okay.
Have at her. Do whatever you want. Oh,
okay.
God.
You know what? I was wrong about one part. There was one moment Carter was useful.
Oh.
Distraction at the casino.
Yes. Agreed.
His whole rant.
You're right.
I have a dream where it's like we can all gamble together.
Oh,
great.
man. Yeah. Okay. He did one thing in the movie.
Yeah, he did one useful thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we talk about the next one?
Yeah. You were totally fine after the movie. Signs. Didn't freak you out at all. You weren't hyperventilating at all.
The thing about Signs is, I don't know, man. I can still see that alien walk by. If I look over here,
Yeah.
I could, it happened in such a sneaky way.
Yeah.
That
party footage.
That image is still, it's clinging on.
Yeah. But somebody in the comments pointed out a really funny thing that the movie did that was totally for the audience and it makes no sense.
Go on.
I mean, there's more than one thing in this movie that makes no sense. But someone said, why were the children at that birthday party speaking Portuguese and then English? Because the kids went, it's behind.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because it's totally for the audience. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah. But a lot of people did also say, and I have to agree with them, I'm gonna see this movie not as sci-fi, but as a movie about grief.
Totally.
And, faith, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a religious movie more than anything else. And if I see this as a movie about someone finding their religion or their faith, or getting over grief. It's an
Yeah.
amazing movie. If I see this as sci-fi, it doesn't work.
Right. Yeah.
As a movie about faith and family and grief and all those things, it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
So good. Yeah.
In which case the whole alien thing doesn't matter.
No, I don't think it did. It was
No.
yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I can make fun of it for ages. Like the more I think about it, like
Um,
why are they naked?
What's wrong with being naked?
Well, in an atmosphere that's 4% acid, imagine that.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Although I thought I saw someone mention, or maybe a few people mention, that like it's not like rain wouldn't hurt them, but it's like the chemicals that they put in water systems that hurt them. So it wasn't actually water itself. It's like something added to the water for like
fluoride?
Yeah.
I guess they just have horrible teeth. No, I mean, like, yeah, somebody else did mention that, like, if you see it as a faith movie, then the water could be considered as like blessed water. Like, if you see the aliens as demons,
Right.
then the
Okay.
water could be holy water, and then in which case it kind of works, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely one of those cases that it's if
Up
you
to
even
interpretation.
try to explain the aliens, you will inevitably land at that the director had a brain fart and
Okay. Yeah.
missed a key pothole.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's
if you
already
see it
been
as a movie about
said.
faith-
But like, yeah, I don't think it was about the aliens. The aliens were a catalyst to see the growth of the family. And I thought like, yeah, the tie-in of like the mom's death, and her like talking about future stuff that's gonna happen was really nifty. Like, I don't know why it was like that. I'm not gonna think about it too much, but I like that it was like that. If you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool.
like I think one thing maybe that can help ease the tension of this 20-some-year-old movie that no one's caring what we think about is that like a movie can have a bad twist, nonsensical twist, but still be a good film.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no such thing as a perfect movie.
Agreed. Yeah.
It might be perfect for you, but it doesn't mean it's perfect. Because it's objective, right? So both can be true.
Yeah. It's almost as if art is also subjective.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Unless the art claims to be scientifically correct. Okay. Anyways,
And here we go again.
which this movie doesn't do, so it's fine. That's why I don't care, because it's not proclaiming itself as scientifically correct. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, let's go to the next one because it's almost 7 p.m. and I gotta make dinner.
Okay.
I'm so hungry.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah, we got 2 Mission Impossible movies in the same month. Crazy.
Who would have thunk we can do franchises?
See, you guys were doing it.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay, this one.
Dark. This one.
Oh, yes, it was. But I think it's one of my favorites.
It was so grim.
Especially coming from like the John Woo version of Mission Impossible to this. Like, it was like Whiplash, but like the best sort of Whiplash because it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman just scared
Oh,
the shit out of me. He was so intense.
he was so good.
He was so psychotic, but like calculating psychotic.
Yeah. Like a quiet, like he also yelled, but like he was so calm that it was so terrifying.
I feel like the fourth or the fifth one that we just did. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like villains with too good of a master plan can feel tiring in that you're like, well, you thought of that too, and that, and that. Like it gets a bit absurd. In this case, it didn't happen. In this case, he was several steps ahead of Ethan Hunt, but it all felt very reasonable. It all felt very plausible. At no point did I feel like, okay, come on, the only way you can plan that far ahead is if you're a literal wizard.
Yeah.
He was great.
And this one too had like it's so funny to say that this one had the highest stakes because like other ones were like just when you think about it, it's just as huge. But the fact that it's like
Yeah, the next one was the end of the world.
yeah, exactly. But the stakes in this one were, I guess it resonated with me more because there was like a relationship aspect that we
it's
got
personal.
to see. It's like, it's personal. You like know that they love each other so much, and it's so sad that like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that the MacGuffins don't matter because it's about rescuing the fiance.
Yeah. And then to top it all off with the fiance having worn it was a mask the whole time is insane.
Yeah.
I love twisty twists. They're so much fun.
We already did like 2 more for the month of October, so you guys will see that coming soon, hopefully. And then yeah. All right, shall we wrap up to the final one?
Yeah, okay. All right, the last movie that we watched in the month of September.
Damp Goth Boy.
Yum. Sorry. Ugh. I'm so sorry. I'll see myself out.
Oh man. Okay, The Crow.
Yes. So cool.
What a vibe, this movie.
Yeah. I'm focusing only on like the movie itself, not the tragic story of the what really happened. That's horrible and so sad.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, this movie, like the tone that they went for, and you said it during like when we were watching it, but like, hey, here's like, you probably didn't say it like this. I'm so sorry, but I'm paraphrasing. Okay. You were like, hey, here, we could do something like this and we could like, and then I can't say words, but you know what? They went all in. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like they picked a tone and they just were like, yeah, here it is.
They ran with it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so 90s goth. It's so good.
And someone said this in the comments, but like best soundtrack, 100%. Such like
Definitely.
so good. Oh,
Definitely. Yeah. This is definitely what I thought I looked like in my teenage years. The key word is thought.
oh my God. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
The first time I met George,
Go on.
you had like hair down to your butt, and you were just like so like straight, like long black hair and like tattoos, and you were just like,
You mean not now? I still look like this.
oh yeah.
Maybe
Longer
not
hair
down to
though.
my butt
Longer
anymore.
hair.
Yeah, my hair was much longer back then. Yeah.
Yeah. You also had this like attitude. I'm just kidding. Like moody, like stuff. Like I don't know. Anyway.
Like trying to be the Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
That's what I did. I would climb the tallest tower, crouch down, look down at the city, and go, "The city's mine." I like that because I always make fun of, ever since Batman, that like people just like stand at the corner and look down to the city. He kind of did that, but he went above it by shredding a guitar standing at a height. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It really, really was.
It was so good. Like, I don't know why we don't do movies in cities with this tone anymore. That's like this crazy over the top. Everything's dirty and rainy, but like,
I mean,
all the features of a city is like slightly exaggerated, and all the gangs are just so bizarre and over the top.
I wonder,
I want more of that.
Maybe it's just stuff that we haven't heard of. So if anyone like knows other movies that have this vibe, let us know.
Well, I remember reading that in like the mid 2000s, something like that. But I think it was like along with the Jason Bourne movies that Hollywood started doing everything is gray tinted realism.
Oh, okay.
I think that was like a trend. Yeah.
Okay.
Because isn't that a thing with like the Batman movies, right? We had like the older Batmans with like Jim Carrey and Arnold Schwarzenegger's and
I know that like so Jim Carrey was the Riddler, but I've never seen that Batman.
Right. We did that on CineCringe.
Oh.
And I remember like Batman was like a good example of that change, right? They went from the over the top bizarre city to suddenly everything is gray and
Okay.
real, like too real kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like after like Evil Dead is a bit different, but like after The Crow, and I'm gonna just say Evil Dead 2, like that. The Crow is not campy. The Crow is like awesome, but like just pushing it to the limits of like what is like real is so enjoyable. So I
Even
want more
Blade.
movies
I
like
remember
that.
when we did Blade. Yeah, Blade was also the 90s, the first
Yeah.
one, and then Blade 2 was still kept that like it was dark. It had that slightly entering the everything is gray kind of feel, but it kept the over the topness with like the
Yeah.
blood spray and the clubs and the
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there is a
Yeah, I
balance
wish
though, because like if you overdo it's so weird. If you overdo it or maybe don't do it in the right sort of way, it can feel so off. Or like
That's true.
it's almost like you have to be so genuine in your campiness or like your out of the boxness, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
Yeah, I
really
know
have
what
to
you mean,
commit
yeah.
too.
I
You
don't know.
can't just do it half-assed.
Yeah, you have to stay with it. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway.
I want us to go back to some of these over the top tones. They're fun.
Yeah.
They just feel fun. And it's the same thing kind of like with Mission Impossible 2. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Those are the movies that we watched in the month of September.
Yes, it is. I'm going to go eat now. Bye.
Okay, bye.